Here we are in the cabin of the all-new Range Rover, and it is just sumptuous. It's luxury. Imagine the most amazing yacht, probably owned by Roman himself after he sacked another manager, and it's all on four wheels. It has everything that you're going to need. It's just a sight to behold. Everything feels quality. It's got a huge amount of recycled material actually compared to the old model, and it's just something a little bit special. In terms of the drive, it's exquisite, I think is the word I'd use. You know, the Range Rover has always been a great car to drive, to be honest, but in terms of this all new for 2013, the ride there's a much less body roll basically, so even at speed it's still soft, but when you go around corners etc, a lot less body roll, and it just makes for a nicer experience. Even the rolling hills around, you know, we're in Yorkshire at the moment, it just feels much more solid, much more secure, and you know, even at speeds it's a better experience than when you're in a saloon. In terms of the vantage point, it's typical Range Rover, very vertical, very upright, but you know, there's plenty of space, you can see all around. It's a much longer and comfier driving position, which is a really, really great thing. Bearing in mind this is the all aluminium now for the chassis, it's a lot lighter than the previous version, and what they've done with that is put in the TDV6 engine, which perhaps wouldn't have had enough power to obviously go with the heavier version, but I think you're going to find that's going to be the best selling version for 2013 and beyond. The TDV6 pushes out over 250 horsepower, but still managed to push out less than 200 grams per kilometre of CO2 emissions, which is a really good feature. The lightweight obviously helps, saving over 400 kilograms on the same spec previous version, and it feels more nimble. If you're worried about the power, just don't worry. There is a 5-litre V8 supercharged version. Pretty much supercar performance. You're looking at 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. It's limited to 155 miles an hour, but if you ever want to get rid of that, I'm sure you can. And it's a power to behold. It really is. You put your foot down, it just disappears, and it's a really, really lovely car to drive. It's just so quick. It's like just a refined supercar. You've got everything that you could ever want. You could live in here for a week, but put your foot down, you've got the power, you've got the performance, and it is something special. So what about in terms of technology? I could literally sit in here for a week and probably not be bored and not press everything. This Range Rover has actually got a 50% less buttons than the old one. It was just overwhelming, to be honest. But in terms of the new one, everything's where you'd expect it. It's pretty intuitive. We haven't been in here too long, but when you want to press something, you press it and it kind of does what you would expect it to do. The touchscreen's really good. It's vibrant. It's great colours. Satellite navigation seems to work, which is quite a rarity, I think, nowadays, which seems to be odd in cars. But it's got everything that you could ever want. You know, in terms of the seats, you've got the massage in there, obviously heated and cooled as well. There just isn't anything really this car doesn't have or that you can't put on it. Overall, what do we think of the all-new Range Rover? To be honest, I came on this trip not really that excited. It just looked a little less masculine, and I was in love with the old one so much, as many people were. I was just ready for a bit of disappointment. But after half a day in this car, I've just completely changed my mind. It will do anything that you want to throw at it. It's quicker, it's lighter, it's more nimble. The aluminium chassis just makes a huge amount of difference. 40% odd weight reduction on a similar model, and it just works. It really, really works. Would I go and buy one? Hell, if I had £100,000 burning a hole in my pocket, yeah, I probably would, and I would live in the back as well. It's that nice a car. If you get the chance, please have a go at one. You know, see if you can get one on trial, go and try one out. You will fall in love with it, I pretty much guarantee it. And don't forget to take it off-roading. Check out our other video, which is about the off-roading section as well. And it's just a sight to behold, to be honest. It's just exquisite, refined, everything you could want in a car, and a luxury car at that. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you again soon.